Yes. Yes.
Hello. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good. Excellent. Hello.
Hello.
So there's someone we got to call out right away.
Right away.
Right away. It's Terraria for Life,
Hey.
who managed to make it the fucking.
Caught up for the finale.
I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive.
I assume that's
We
that.
get some RPG hypes in the chat.
Yeah.
Saying it out loud. I'm so sorry.
Might be some other tasty emotes you can toss up.
Yes. Yes. there should
Yeah.
be. Check your emote status here, folks. Oh dear.
Peeking.
Oh dear.
Pikachu blush.
Ah. How dare indeed. We're so rude.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Whoa.
Over here. Oh.
Oh.
Thank
Oh,
you,
Requiem.
Requiem.
So cute.
Wait a minute. Requiem. Giffen.
Requiem, you need to link your Discord and your Twitch so that you can use those half seconds, yo.
Yeah.
Damn. Whoa.
Thank you.
KFF,
for the
you
ephemeris.
absolute
Thank you.
mensch.
Luke for the host.
And yes,
Thank you, all
God.
kind folks.
Cassie Mouse, we got everybody. Yeah, in the house.
Cassie Mouse is here. What?
Yeah, we
A little
can
further up, I think.
poke us somewhere. We'll remind you
Mm-hmm.
so that you can use the half seconds. Planet toasted.
Wish I had
Hookajutsu.
Real life chicanery, so I could just make my eyes do this just for like a sec.
That would be so terrifying.
I would-
Club only chat by default.
Let's do it.
Sadly, I have no idea whether we've hit a hype train at this point
Probably.
Oh.
There have been 3 or 4.
because we have no way of knowing.
Mhm.
Food.
Food?
Let us know, and we can, try to hype it up a bit further.
I'm actually level 2 at the moment. Damn. I'm actually super happy that it's not choo choo everywhere. That
Yeah.
For some people, it's what their
Yeah.
onomatopoeic
So-
equivalent.
Amazing.
No, let's take it to red. That's not.
Yeah, I wish there was. Sorry, I wish Canada had its own version. That's just me being a little, not pedantic, but like selfish, I guess. Like I wish here we all said chicka-choo-cha or whatever.
Oh, nice segue.
Not really.
Chicka.
Sorry.
Nice, Duke. Also, thank you for
Get
the
out.
Risa written as road.
You don't have to listen to me. Poop.
36.
Oh
thank
my
you.
God.
Year. Yo.
YOLO.
Yo.
Swagons.
Can we bring back YOLO yet?
YOLO Swaggins?
YOLO.
Swag.
Oh my God. Oh, more like
You've never heard YOLO Swagons?
Oh, I have. More like
Swolo
Swolo Swaggins is
Swaggins?
all I was going to say. Just not in a while, clearly.
We've got a lot of really cool people in here.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. Oh my God.
Yo.
Wee.
What?
Dio hit Luke and Rock Pants along with Gorgoroth, Togashi Naruto, and Blade.
Neat.
Pretty fantastico.
Y'all are too
Yeah.
good.
Too kind, frankly. Should we shut it down? What do we think? Oh, I make jokes.
Thank you all for joining us on this very special occasion.
Excuse me. Thank you, Book. It is a special occasion, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is our season finale.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And because it's our season finale, we're just going to make sure of the people who are here right at the start, we're going to make sure that you know what's up. So today we are finishing season 2 of ExalTwitch Academy, but next week we will still have our Froyo session where we're going to talk about the campaign, kind of like a little like outro. We can answer your questions about how you can ask questions of the players, ask questions of me. We can reflect on our favorite moments.
Play some FMK, as I'm sure.
Play some FMKs because that's that's gonna happen.
Always, every
Definitely
time.
what we're gonna happen.
Every
know.
time.
More like FF. Sorry.
And there will be some announcements as to what's going to be coming up next. But we will say that at the end of this session, we'll already have some news for you. So stay tuned if you like,
Yeah.
because we'll have some cool stuff, including some like logistics stuff for RPG Clinic, which we hope will some people will be pretty happy about, and maybe even a hint at what's coming up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, logistics. The sexy part.
The sexiest word on the channel. For sure. Oh, thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
I think we're all feeling. I mean, sorry, I don't want to speak for everybody. I think we're all feeling quite pretty today.
Feeling our
Pleased with
oats.
the lighting.
I have been known to stick some hands in grain.
The future is bright, maybe?
The future.
Oh, poor Gil.
Poor Gil. I mean, look, it is going to be in the VOD, and this time we'll
Yeah.
try to make sure that the VOD goes up before Friday.
So many fail.
I got it up on like Wednesday night,
We made it.
Thursday night.
I can't imagine forgetting to put up a VOD.
You haven't put up a VOD in 8 years.
It's been 84 years.
No, that's that. I'm sorry. That's
How dare it has not been a...
no.
I mean, I was doing these VODs for
No,
a
it's true,
while
it's true, it's
and
true.
failing at it miserably. Yeah, all right. That's right.
But hey, I mean, look, so if you missed the news, also I'm sure it'll get posted in our Discord, which is a cool place to be. Go hang out in
Yeah.
our Discord, because that's what's fun
Easy.
more than anything else. Also, what's fun is, have you decided to spend any experience for this last session? Remember, of course, you are welcome to spend your experience mid-game using a stunt or saving it, because that's a thing apparently. 3, 2, 1.
Boom.
Holy shit.
I can't believe it.
You all did it.
I used the major milestone to buy up Force 5, and I used a couple of personal milestones to buy up, repurchase Oxbody a couple more times because fuck it.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I have a jillion health levels now. I think I have 15.
Unkillable. That's
Yeah,
Holy
that's
shit.
disgusting.
incredible.
Yeah, so
I
that's
think
that.
have to kill
Ray
her
was
twice.
at 11 or 13 or something at her
Yeah.
peak power. That's fucking impressive. Wow, 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 wow.
I also bought an Ox Body. I was inspired, perhaps, by Oresta here. I bought a new charm, Passion and Flaming Artistry. Has to do with crafting or performing, depending. Because I have no craft, so definitely the latter. And I also bought followers as a merit, in the sense that we now have some people who are with us. I imagine it more as a collective merit rather than
Nice.
an individual one.
Collective merit is my.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
It's my.
Oh god. What the hell? I was trying to think of a good one.
Sorry, I
Elevator
totally
slug.
cut you off.
Fortitude 5.
Nice.
So now I have finesse and fortitude
It's a
5.
lot, actually.
Force 4.
It's a lot.
Would you like your beautiful
Yes, please.
Oh,
D10s by NFL?
yes, thank you. Tens by NFL, which still sounds like a perfume, and I love it
Yeah.
in a good way. Yay! Choo choos
Oh,
and
look
food
at those
foods.
little clouds. There
Oh,
you go.
so cute.
Oh, the clouds are cute as fuck.
Yeah.
Bad roll, but that's not NFL's fault.
No. It's your hand's fault.
Yeah, it is.
Cut it off.
Go check out the very successful Kickstarter. It's very exciting stuff. Can't wait to see them out in the wild.
5. And a 7.
Yeah, that's the luck.
Sounds
The luck
annoying.
is exactly.
I realize now,
Mhm.
because the World Chess Championships are being played right now.
Oh
And these games last for so long, and then they have to come back and do it again. So fortitude is not necessarily a bad
Actually,
thing for a
Hey.
championship gateway player.
that's super fair.
'Cause-
Stab for rip, are you, bud?
Hey, bot, I got a couple brewskis here.
remember, it might be season 2, episode 19, but it's always
420. Wham.
Whip, whip, whip.
I mean, just wild.
Yeah, 2 days ago, the longest world championship game ever.
Over 8 hours. And they obviously
The most
can't
moves.
pause us. Like, you can't pause the game to return to it, presumably.
It is possible in certain chess circumstances, but
Yeah.
Horny. Yeah.
They have like points at which there are set breaks if you get to certain tiers and stuff. It's a thing.
Okay. This is coming from someone who doesn't know the game very well, so.
But have you seen Queen's Gambit? That's sort of.
I actually haven't. Isn't that terrible? I started
really
watching
enjoyed
with
it.
Liz. I know.
Yeah.
I know I'm
Yeah,
going to
so
enjoy it.
I've rewatched it with like 3 different people, and I tried rewatching it with Scott, and he
loved it, but didn't want to continue for some reason.
Well, it's
What an
tough.
idiot. Yeah, it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Also, you don't have to love everything.
Yeah.
Just me.
John, have you seen me on the internet though? Like, what do I have if I don't love every? Oh,
gateway while planking.
sorry. I'm
Gateway
imagining,
while planking.
like the 2015 trend or the 2010 trend of like planking between 2 objects. That's what I'm imagining.
Gateway while planking is my Men at Work cover band.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's good actually. Yeah, exactly, Kung Fu Fenris. I think I have some more
Excellent.
positivity for you here. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
Damn.
You're a good kid.
You apologize.
I know.
Oh my god, I was so proud of you too.
Oh, you got this.
Oh, Scott.
I also
you
just
flipped
like the
someone off.
I just like the idea that the new variation of Gateway that's being presented, the Gale Gale variation, is just you're planking.
Yeah, that's it. It's the same game. Nothing's changed.
You're just in
except
the
you're planking.
deepest squat you can, and you can't get up. We talked
This
about
is
this earlier.
excruciating.
Yeah,
I love it.
but I will not be. I will not be getting up yet.
In fact, planking while playing Gateway is your best pool at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Well, also thinking.
yeah, or thinking while playing Gateway. It's the same pool. Either thinking or planking.
I can respect that Kung Fu Fenris.
I can respect a good recap.
Yep,
Oh, balls. No.
I also could.
This shit's happening. It is time.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hear it.
Gathered in the square, Oresta did indeed fight Juin. It was thrown. Oresta won. Threw attention to Pyres.
Pyres took the message to the people and tried to turn them against the sneaky House Excelsi, who he accused of trying to manipulate the realm into a civil war. However, the going got tough, and they had to rely on the appearance of some old friends. Quick Rat, Siantel, Flavienne, ringing the bell.
50 House of Bell students.
50 House of Bell students.
And some surprising changes of allegiances from such characters like the Rose Black. If I speak slowly, it seems like I contributed more. And we killed, what's his face?
Jalal.
Jalal.
Yep.
Killed him. He needed to be destroyed. What'd I miss?
That's good.
Great. Yep. Great.
We're all on the same side now.
Team.
And because we're all on the same side, we make sure to keep ourselves safe, Scott.
Ah, yes, of course we do. We, in fact, have tools for that very purpose. These are the RPG
card.
Clinic
There we go.
branded, they are not, safety cards, which we use to keep ourselves safe and to have a lot of fun. You in the chat do not have these safety cards with you, but I'm going to get to your safety in just a brief moment. What are these cards for, and what do they mean? This green card, the play card, is to indicate that despite any outward appearance, the player in question is having an absolute blast and are enthusiastically consenting to continue.
Almost as
Enthusiastically
enthusiastic.
consent
as
to what
John.
John's doing right now. The yellow card, the pause card, is a heads up for people at the table. I just need to make people aware of something. And then play can continue once the card goes down. The red card is the stop card. This means that a player is not okay or the game needs to stop for some reason. Because we're streaming, we would probably go to a BRB screen. But once everybody around the table is hashed out and okay to continue, play can resume. As I mentioned before, of course, y'alls out there do not have these cards, but your safety is very important. If you feel that you need to communicate anything to us, you can, of course, whisper RPG Clinic. We all have access to the chat, so we would all see that. You can message a mod if there's a mod present. And of course, last case, something that if you need to do it, is you can leave the chat. We don't want you to have to do that. Of course, we want to have everybody here having a good time, but if it's for your safety, it is the most important thing, and do that. Did I miss anything?
No, thank
Nailed
you.
Nailed it.
Thank
Good.
you.
Nailed
Thank
it.
you.
I also love the idea of appropriately colored bell peppers.
Yeah.
So then you can just eat them after session.
Oh my god.
And you just have to buy
good
more
pepper.
every week.
Do we need an orange? We'll talk about that later. Sorry. The orange card is I don't know, a siren of some kind.
I'm a sucker for bell peppers. I could
Sounds like the beginning
could
of
fucking murder
I
a bell
know.
pepper
Sounds like a
right
John
now.
quote.
I will murder a bell pepper right now.
Ella also loves bell peppers.
Yes.
Now this is the part in like any of those animations where like I'm looking at Liz and she just becomes a bell pepper and I'm like, oh,
And
Must.
wouldn't be the first time.
Oh my.
Buy a keypad, some lubricant first.
Gross.
Keypad.
I
Wow.
loved keypad. Catches. I think we were Capatch.
Patch pad.
Patch
That's
pad.
bad.
Don't be an idiot.
Thank you.
Come on, Scott. Come on.
I always preferred catches,
Ooh.
but patchpad was
We bow to what we must.
What are you looking for, my friend?
My other pen.
It's right here.
Mm. I need to go. I should go. Hey.
No, are you okay?
What
Can
an
I
idiot.
get you anything?
No.
Is your blood sugar low? Or is it too high?
No, it's good. It's good. I did have a lot of.
You did just
sugar,
have
though.
cake.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I'm a big baby.
Do you have any questions before we, kick this off?
Just checking in.
Do you have any questions out there in Chatland before we kick things off for our season finale? Doesn't look like it.
Okay.
Mm.
Our peppers have been very sad of late. That's our new game. We're gonna
Sad
play
peppers?
like sad peppers.
Is it like a Veggie Tales?
Yeah, at the end we always
Take us through these biblical stories.
we're just gonna
As
play
peppers.
through biblical stories as peppers. That's what we're doing.
Hi, I'm green pepper. What up, yellow pepper? I'm a fucking red pepper.
Now, come on.
Or to the one true bell pepper.
Back it up. Game
That's
over.
the play of the
Play
game.
of the game.
At least, Bob, glad you asked. It was a triple chocolate vegan birthday cake.
And it
It was
was
a birthday
so
cake,
good.
and it wasn't even ours.
Yep.
Birthday, that is.
Yep.
We stole the rest. We're
Like
given
it
the
had
rest.
really nice
The rest was forced upon us.
frosting. It was good. Team
Yeah, we're
cake.
good, John. Sorry.
Team cake over here.
Holy shit. Team cake.
I mentioned before that endings are something that I enjoy discovering. And we're here at the end of the season. We're going to make history today. But the weird thing is that we aren't focused on today. That wasn't the point. Going through this campaign, going through this season, the idea wasn't to drive towards this session and find out what happened. Because we're making history every time we play. The story continues no matter what we are doing, what our intentions are.
Mm.
I want you to look at today as an ending, but I also want you to look at it as the way that all endings, all good endings should be. Another step in the story. Freitag's pyramid lied to you. The idea that there is the status quo, the rising action, the climax, the denouement, and then the end. The idea that a story acts like that is not appropriate to the kinds of games that we play. A climax can come at any time. But
Sorry, slow on the uptake.
the denouement doesn't mean that there isn't more to discover. The end doesn't mean for all time. So when you finish today, by the end, when we look at each other and we nod and we recognize that we've put a close to another season. Let's hope that we're all having as good a time as Kate, who's quite clear.
It's now been double quoted.
It wasn't even that one. That was the best part. There was another one. Sorry, Kate.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
The best part is that the bot doesn't have emotes,
Right.
Yeah.
so
RPG Clay Half Sack.
Robot.
let's find out what happens. Because I'm still interested in writing another page. I hope you are too.
Imagine if we said no.
Eh.
Sorry. Can you just imagine? That's such shit.
Put the music back on quick.
So it's the end of the episode.
Yes.
Why don't we highlight what we enjoyed about each other's play?
Nothing.
Scott,
There wasn't any.
you
Yeah.
can start.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't. Anyway.
I really like the safety demonstration.
Well, thank you.
I learned that we're a bunch of smart-ass pieces of shit.
That is
I
correct.
feel like we learned this session 1 of ExalTwitch Nexus. It's been the eternal lesson. Yeah.
We did Requiem at Requiem.
What the hell?
I am so confused right now.
Damn it, Rick.
Requiem added themselves. Let's look.
The square isn't exactly going to empty. Not for a while. The buildings as they rise up here in the Imperial City and overlook what just occurred don't change. That's kind of the strange parts about a revolution. We think of it in terms of a coup, in terms of people getting dragged in and out of prisons, executioners, blocks. And sometimes people wait to see what's next. Right after Jalal is killed, people are not advancing on you or your 50, but instead they're waiting to hear what they have as their next order from you.
Yeah, Pyres steps up and kind of once again raises his arms after, this is just after I think we had told Juin to like still be pledged to us, to protecting the students. We stand before you united in a common purpose. This will take time. As much as I would like to, I am not marching up to the Regent right now.
Sorry, are you okay?
Sorry, I was grabbing something to fiddle with. I'm
Okay.
really sorry. It's a twist tie.
Okay.
Good.
No, I saw your red card bounce.
No, it was under the red card.
Ah.
Dear.
Apologies.
We're good. We will not be marching on the Regent at this exact moment in time. We have here some who will fight for what's right, some who want to create a new way of doing things, but we need more. And I kind of scan the crowd. I'm looking at individual people.
So in the crowd, there are people who are absolutely apoplectic.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You have a solar, to them, anathema, standing right there, and people aren't killing her, and she's in the Imperial City. But of course, the force of your personality and the fact that you're not doing anything is giving some people some pause. But this is a powder keg. You're still, as much as you may have won a victory here, the situation is far from stable.
Mm-hmm.
The other great houses need time to consult this new information.
Of course, the new reality.
Yes. And that time will be given to them. We will ensure that they are brought up to speed with the current events, and we will reconvene in a month's time
I look out over the crowd.
It'll probably take longer than
2
a
months' time.
Yeah, there you go.
2 months' time. I know how travel works here.
Yes.
Your houses need to know what you saw here today.
They need to know that it can be easy to defeat someone, but it isn't always the right choice. That we should choose our allies not based on house lines, but on the good of the realm.
Exactly. We are all here on this side of the line because we are choosing to stand for something, for the realm, the new realm, perhaps.
One which is strong and unified.
And smart.
I'm like, yeah, and smart. I'd like to go over and sort of take Juin's hand in a show of solidarity. Does my skin fall off? I need to know this.
Oh my god.
No, but I am going to ask you to roll. I would like you to roll. This is very much a power move.
Yeah, sure.
So this, I'm definitely going to have you roll your power and your
Okay.
presence.
Force presence? Sounds
Force presence, yeah. Sorry.
The way that I'm doing it is very deliberate and very not nonchalant. Like I understand that what's happening here, but it's like you say, it's a very deliberate move that I'm making.
Did you stunt?
I did.
Okay, good.
I mean,
You should.
I said how I was doing it. Sorry. 6 successes. Please and thank you.
6 successes.
That's correct.
Well, okay.
You order the galaxy.
Not from a jet.
Juin turns her head and she looks at you, and there's just this look of peace in her eyes. I am loyal to the realm, you know. I always have been. As much as I could be.
My mind has been fed lies for so long. And yet I don't think all of them are. Just the one that told me to hate you for who you are and not for what you do. It's a lie.
There's one voice from the crowd that cries out, "And what of all the Anathema who have killed us, made war with us? What of the Bull of the North?"
We fight our enemies as enemies. We do not assume. We do not make assumptions that because some anathema have entered a school that we raze it to the ground, thereby wiping out our future generations' ability to face future threats. No, we assess threats and we face them head on, tactically, for the good of the realm, not the good of our own pockets and our own station.
Quick Rat nods very deliberately at this, and I always thought that the whole point of it was that 10,000 Dragons fight as one against who they're supposed to fight against.
Yeah. The enemies of the realm.
Yeah. Enemies of the realm. Isn't it a good idea to find out who our enemies are before we fight them?
And rest assured, when the enemies are identified and there is a war, those on our side will win.
You're right. Oresta, assured. Do you have any orders for your troops? Currently, I believe you're in command of the most powerful. Talon?
Not this time.
We could start by gathering the other students of the House of Bells,
Yes.
perhaps.
Those who wish to build a brighter future directly,
So,
meet us here. Yeah.
assemble those loyal to the realm. Assemble the 10,000 dragons who are willing to fight as one. And if there is a dragon who wishes to instead feed themselves at the cost of the others, then perhaps they no longer deserve to be called a dragon.
It's as we always say, 7,324 dragons fight as one.
Exactly.
We can fill out the ranks with other allies.
Exactly. Wherever we may find them.
Sup, Mom?
What you're talking about is open revolution. Perhaps it's time.
What other option do we have? Quiet revolution?
Rose Black shakes her head. Nothing in the realm is done quietly.
Excelsi did things quietly.
Excelsi failed.
We are not them.
I want to give people time to regroup, to think, to question what it is that they truly believe, so that when they come back, they have their thoughts in order, as I hope to have mine fully in order, so that we may find a new way forward together. That's what I want.
The plot has been revealed. Word should spread that Excelsi was trying to come back to power. That plot can no longer be because we have taken the mask off.
And anyone here today who believes that their house, their family, has a problem with this, I urge you to speak to them. Tell them. Tell them what happened here today, in your own words. They can find us if they have questions. They can find us if they want to keep things as they were and watch the realm crumble under the threats from without and within.
Java looks to you. Actually, the three of you. The four of you. Remember that Flavin is still up ringing the bell. I'll have the Vermilion Legion clear the square. Are you going to be safe tonight?
Yes.
We can take care of ourselves.
Fakuf now is backed into a corner. Dumb animals get dangerous when they're in a corner.
Hopefully he's smart enough to know how blatantly he would play his hand by attempting such a foolish act.
I would not put idiocy past my uncle, but I imagine that he's surrounded himself with enough people who know better.
I've always found the best way to approach an animal that is distressed is to give it time and to move slowly, deliberately. We'll take our time. We'll leave the Imperial City for now. But we will return. Soon.
I understand. Good luck. Bells.
Until we meet again.
Until we meet again. She immediately starts gathering up the various elements of her legion.
Mm-hmm.
The Vermilion Legion, otherwise known as the Red Piss Legion.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yikes. Wow. Maybe not now.
Stab you in the bladder.
And starts making a very large show of everyone needs to get out of this square right now. Oh. Corin.
God damn it, Corin. Hi. Thank you.
Sub only child.
Damn.
Celtic Knots, Gilded Steph, Sociology Geek, P. Sklardicus, Armored Armory, Punexpected Painting, Cassie Mouse, Plastic Age Plays, Giant Rat Guy, and Hyperial Guard.
I liked the two alliterations back to back. That's really sweet. That's awesome. Wonderful to see you. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness.
We have a raid from the Gilded Troll.
Ah, thank you.
Welcome.
Everybody starts clearing out of the square. It's very clear that a large portion of the audience still is not convinced of what you had to say. But Pyres' oration, alongside the seeds that had been planted by Gale Whispered and the force of arms and force of command shown by Oresta, not to mention the admission of Siantel, has forced everyone to at least accept the new reality for now. I was under the impression that we had a steak dinner that we were supposed to go to.
It's not Wednesday yet. But I think I could make an exception.
I give Gale one of these. And then I kind of like motion with my head at these two.
What? Why are you doing that?
I'll tell you later.
Pyres, why are you doing
I'll
that?
tell you later. Damn it.
Will you be okay?
I'll make sure Flavienne is here. I'll make sure Siantel is here. Moral, myself, Gale Whispered. We'll all return and take your time. But then we'll ship out when we can.
We'll arrange passage for ourselves.
I thought it might be nice to head back to my Eon for a time. Seems to be a good base of operations for now.
Do you think your parents will have us over for dinner again?
Absolutely.
It's only when I would, it's only the sight of some of our greatest victories, like the time that I almost died. And yeah, I'd like to go back and make some new memories.
We can do that.
The bell stops ringing once the square starts to clear. And you're joined in short order by Flavienne. Also, Moral is still sticking around.
Yep. It's a good thing. So, the quarters we were provided were, of course, like Excelsi. I mean, not prison quarters, but you know what I mean? Like, they were... It was a jail. It was a very fancy jail, but it was a jail. So I think we, like, not Oresta, I mean, unless you're not going right away.
You're gonna have your steak.
Yeah, I think we're going to try to find some lodgings for the day and then try to book passage back. We can feel free to...
You could just book passage back and sleep on the ship.
Bam. It's not
wanted
an
to.
instantaneous kind of trip? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's depart tonight.
Sweet.
God damn.
Yep.
Well, hold on a second. I gotta...
Yeah. You'll have your steak dinner.
Hey.
What?
They haven't seen each other in a long time.
I just said they'll have their steak
Come
dinner.
on.
Isn't that what they wanted?
Yeah, well, sometimes dinners take a little longer than you might expect.
So a red eye then.
All right, well, you two bicker.
Or like a ribeye. Hey-o!
Oh, I will give it to you. Gale does not.
Okay, all right. Oh, I hate it.
Quick Rat already knows the best place to find steak.
Sorry, could you just close that box? I can't close it from here for some reason.
Thank you. A fast travel point, of course.
By the time that you sit down, he casts a glance around at the other tables in this area. It's quite a swanky restaurant. I mean, you are in the, the upper echelons of the city.
Yeah.
But everyone sort of subtly shifts their chairs and tables to kind of give you more of a berth. And then when he sits down and the orders are placed and the wine is already poured, I'm inclined to ask, where the hell did you go? What did you do?
We went south. Chartered a ship to my chased down rumors of Viren. We had to put him to rest and his legacy
Yeah, I heard about that. I heard about the fact that Viren wasn't dead. Except, you and I know. So what happened?
Someone took his place and his face.
Weird.
It's not exactly the face that I'd choose. I mean, if I'm going to be picky, I might as well choose somebody who I actually find has, at least an attractive face or maybe any redeeming qualities whatsoever. Not really Viren.
No. But it got us information.
Information I can take. So you're starting a revolution, Oresta.
Go big or go home.
You haven't even graduated yet.
There's no school to graduate from.
I don't know about that.
Have you been back to the ruins?
No. I did what I said I was going to do. I was going to come here and I was going to make sure that I was going to have a place for everybody else to have a listening ear.
That you did. Thank you.
The House of Bells is a place. New schools can be created.
And they will be. But I don't know about you and I don't know if we'll have the time or the freedom to go back to the quiet school life. Drills every day. Calisthenics in the morning.
Oh, I know about you and I. You and I are destined to have a torrid love affair. We're going to see it all around the Blessed Isle. Maybe even go west. Or Well, this would be the part where you would tell me that you're not actually interested, that I've been waiting all this time, and that there isn't actually anything that I have to look forward to. Okay, well, every once in a while I get this idea.
I didn't say no to the idea of dinner, did I? But I'm also not jumping over the table right now either.
It's too nice a place. Acrobatics aren't really the sort of thing that they, smile upon in this sort of
You
location.
think they'd stop me?
Oresta, I'm not exactly sure what force on creation could stop you.
So?
Does that mean that you're above the law?
No. It means that I'm here having dinner with you, and I want to see how dinner goes, and then I'll see what tonight brings, and tomorrow, and the day after that. If you want it torrid, I mean, I guess I could just stop talking and get the check, but, then tomorrow will be tomorrow, and I'll ship out, and that'll be that.
I have to imagine that even the most invincible of people every once in a while still like a chance to eat.
Yes.
Well then, Oresta. Today I'm giving you the opportunity to eat in a place that you can relax and you can have a conversation about anything that you want. I've been here in the Imperial City for a month.
And I'd like to know what you've learned and what you've done.
I've learned that graduating from the House of Bells isn't exactly as important as I thought it would be.
Sorry. And what the best thing is on the menu since you've been here once a week, every week, presumably.
Oh, they know me by now. I don't even need to order. They'll bring me exactly what I want. When it comes to you, though, see, there's a risk involved. Maybe they'll bring you exactly what they think you want, and it will be amazing. You'll devour your food, and 200 years later, we'll have a litter of children running around our feet. Or perhaps they'll bring you something, and you'll hate it. And for their hubris, you'll burn this place down.
Burn.
Well, I imagine that you have Pyres on a leash by now.
Rough. Sorry. I'm not here. This is where you go in for a one-on-one so
One-on-one.
that you can't see me
Mute's
doing
got
all this
this.
bullshit off to the side.
Could you mute me?
Yeah.
Speaking of muting people.
But that's a good idea.
Rough.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
You remind me of a teacher who once said that I spoke so quickly it was like I was tripping over my own brain every single time I spoke. which is why every once in a while I say something that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, or might in fact get me into a lot of trouble. At the same time, I sort of feel like my speed gives me an advantage. Because there's no lies for me, Oresta. I don't spend enough time thinking about what I have to say.
See, that just makes me suspicious. When someone says they don't lie, they're lying.
Pyres? Gale Whispered?
Yeah.
Gale is all for puttering to the port to see when the next ship departs that could take them to Mayon.
Yeah, I want to, of course I want to get a sense. There won't be much to get a read on because this news will spread quickly, but it's not like people are going to start boarding up shop windows or whatever in preparation of the revolution. But I'm trying to get a sense of the feeling of the city as we head there as well. We came by coach, so, walking's taking some time.
Yeah, Gale thinks that it's important that we don't seem as though we came here with the express intent of staging some kind of coup. It's important for our narrative that we came here, we were ambushed essentially, and acted accordingly, and now we're going back to basically report to House Cathak what happened.
Right.
Which is why we are leaving so soon.
This is the hard part. Once you get out of the upper echelons of the city, once you start moving down away from the Dragonblood of the dynasts and move more towards the patricians, the tradespeople, word hasn't spread here yet at all.
Okay.
You're normal. As normal as Exalted gets. You're still treated with the reverence that any of the Dragon-blooded would get, but despite the fact that you're princes of the earth, you're not seen as heroes, or villains, or revolutionaries. News travels fast, but not this fast. And so you still see the Imperial City as it was yesterday. But who knows what tomorrow will bring?
I'm going to step sort of ahead of Gale and Siontel and Moral and take Flavienne to the side. Walking ahead, I guess. It's very dramatic. The bell. That was good.
You forget, I was dead. What else was I supposed to do except for ring in the new year?
You did admirably. I think we all did. I appreciate it. And I want you to know that if you ever desire a more public face in what's to come, you just have to stand up and take it. I like it. That's why I take it. The public face. You understand. You understand.
Cathak Pyres, are you insisting that you share the spotlight with me?
I wouldn't do it for a lot of people. So, I'm not insisting. I'm suggesting that if it interests you, I could use a bit of humbling now and again, Flavienne.
I thought that's why you kept Gale Whispered around.
I could use some less harsh humbling from time to time.
I thought that's why you kept Oresta around.
I could use some amazing sex from time to time, Flavienne.
I thought that's why you kept Oresta around.
I just give her a fucking hug. That's some good shit right there. That's funny.
Pyres,
Yeah.
there are stories of arts that drift apart. It is known. But it is not always the way it goes. It does not have to be so. Do you think that I am leaving?
No.
You have no need to secure me. You already inspire me.
Water can get away from you if you're not holding it properly.
I'd be interested to see how you plan on holding water.
I've been practicing.
Now I'm just imagining you taking your fingers and pressing them very tightly together. There are better things to be doing with your fingers, Pyres.
Cheers. You're right. Hearts do sometimes drift apart, especially in lives as long as ours. Hopefully, as long as ours.
Why, are you not planning to live forever?
Can't plan on it. I intend to.
I like a man who manages to reach for the stars.
Vivian, I really like Oresta. And I also really like you. And they're different ways. My parents raised me to believe that there was one solid foundation upon which a prince of the earth could base their life. And that's their own power. And that own power could only become stronger through a marriage, a singular union of two people. That's what I grew up believing. I don't know what my sister believes anymore. I would ask her if that wasn't a weird kind of question to bring up with your sister.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, God.
Hello, Pyres. We've all been listening.
Definitely poop my pants if that just happens.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Excuse me.
Sexily, though, somehow.
Oh no, I'm not going down that path. But I feel so strongly for both of you. I'm not planning on changing that anytime soon. Just so you know where my bunk is.
Oh, I thought you were bunking in
I
front of the game we
know.
were playing for a
I
second.
know.
So cute.
Like, what's he gonna do?
My pants, apparently.
That's quite a bunk.
Absolutely stupid.
I may not be able to crush your head between my thighs. But I know how to keep you in check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you. For not mourning me too early.
What are hearths for?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'd like to find out.
we gotta find out together.
Oh, so I really have to sneeze. It's not happening.
That's
Oh,
rough.
no.
Like I could
That's
look
rough,
into
buddy.
I could look right into the sun and,
Yeah.
and try to make that work, but it's not.
Just look right here.
Hi. Oh.
No. Okay.
I offer Flavian some bread. I'm just kidding. That won't help. That won't help with the
Blow your
sneezing.
nose.
It might.
I kind of point to a nearby, bakery, and motion for the rest of the group just that we're going to duck in for a sec. And I will purchase some. I'll purchase some, some supplies for us.
Baguette.
Bag it.
Get some baguette.
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 Croissant.
How will we know that we went to a grocery store if we don't have a baguette sticking out of the
bag,
paper bag?
What the hell? Well, that's my scene.
That's it. The end.
Last scene I'll ever play.
You know, it's taking me everything that I have not to just think that maybe I should disappear for a while. Establish a new identity.
You think that somebody will be coming after you?
I know that somebody's going to be coming after me. The only reason why anybody hasn't right now is because they're too afraid of the Rose Black. But the Rose Black's not coming with us. Eventually it's going to get out.
I think we need to keep ourselves as public as possible. We are just very transparent with our actions and our goals, what we hope to accomplish. This is not why we came to the Imperial City. We didn't come here to overthrow the Regent. We came here because we were invited, because we were duped. You know that I want to say that you'll definitely be safe with us. And you know that I can't say that. But
I don't think you're safe with me.
I don't care.
I definitely know you're not safe with Pyres. It's a loose cannon. But he's got the energy that we need.
He does. I have big plans for Pyres that he doesn't have for himself yet. Yes. I think he could rule.
A man on the throne?
So think he could help us forge some useful alliances. I'm going to talk to him about it first, obviously. I'm not going to go arranging things without him, but I have plans that involve him.
Do you need to talk to him now? I could, I could hang out with Moral.
No, he's buying bread.
Every once in a while, I could have a conversation with them.
I'll tell him on the boat. There's nowhere to run.
Again, quick, swim me out to the ocean.
Just some things that, some little bits of plan that have started to form. Suddenly not defensive moves, but offensive moves. How we can fortify our position, consolidate power, and stay on top of this.
Gale Whispered, we just took a move on the reflective game, and all the pieces belong to our opponents now. We're in danger.
We are, but this is where I shine, right? For the first time in a long time, I know where our enemies are. And I know what they want. And I think I even know how they're going to act. So all I need to do is stay 5 moves ahead of them. That's me. That's what I bring to the party. And I have people I love I need to keep safe. People who did something really brave today.
I don't know about that.
I do.
Where are we going from this?
What do you mean?
At this point, you can exit with the bread.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pyres, definitely weren't talking about you.
Oh, okay. Great. Am I clearly interrupting something if I kind of enter into the spheres?
Siantel seems to be happy to be interrupted.
Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no.
So sad.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, anyway, I'm just going to come up and motion to everyone that we should continue along and distribute a bit of food. I think we all deserve it after this morning.
Thanks, Pyres.
Of course. Everyone performed admirably.
How are we going to tell Oresta where we're going? Will she meet us down at the harbor, or...?
We knew to arrange that as our escape route.
I can
And
give her
it's not
a
an escape
message.
route.
Are we bringing the fast one?
I don't know. He seems, to use a Gale Whispered phrase, to be a bit more useful out on his own. But I'm
Maybe.
not trying to be conniving.
I think we should let Oresta and him decide that.
It's important.
It's important to let people make their own decisions.
Why don't you come with me for a second?
Okay.
Moral walks Pyres, again, slightly ahead of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to be the one to deliver messages to everyone, you need to be sure of your message. What do you want? Because if you decide that it's important for him to stay here, you'll have to let them know.
Maybe I'm just a little scared of Oresta.
Why? What has she ever done other than show you the greatest of respect and protection?
It's true.
You have nothing to fear from your hearth. None of them.
What I want is to see someone installed on that throne, even temporarily, who has the vision and the passion to bring the great houses together, to discuss the fact that they all simply want to undercut each other rather than work together. It's going to take a knowledge of bureaucracy that I frankly do not have.
You are a wonderful orator. I've seen you fight with your swords, and yes, you've been known to cause someone to swoon now and then. There is not a ruler that exists who is good at everything.
Exactly. Vying for that position, that power, is what gets people thinking that they are good at everything. I don't want to make that mistake.
I understand.
You want me to address things directly? Let me ask you a question. Will you stay with us? With me?
Am I not more useful somewhere else? Like him?
If you want to make a pitch to me to tell me why you would be more useful elsewhere, you can. I have the strangest feeling that you don't want to go back to former members of the Wild Hunt to try to persuade them to come to the Imperial City.
I have nowhere else to go. But that's not why I will follow you. I believe in your mission. All of your mission. Where else do I belong but there?
Good. I have nothing to fear from you either.
Good.
And besides, there's at least 2 people who will want to see you in my Aeon.
Mother and father. Kitty is just going to be excited that you made a splash in the Imperial City.
Very. But it'll be the homecoming for the one who, well, was always meant to do something big as well.
A polite way of saying that I am no longer the scion of House Cathak. That's all right. Some of us are born to walk ahead, and others know how to check behind.
I would have you nowhere else than by my side. Frankly, the reach on that scythe is incredible.
There's only one problem with the steak that's around here. It's too good. Unfortunately, it means that the dessert is always awful. Because you're sitting here, you are surrounded by the smell of just wonderfully cooked meat. And yet, there's no way that anything that sweet or that savory could stand up to the idea of a perfect steak. It means that we're not going to be able to have dessert here. I have somewhere else in mind.
Well, I will have to follow your guidance.
Are you on a time limit? I understand that time limits aren't the sort of thing that I really have to worry about all that much because I tend to come in under the wire.
I am waiting technically a message, but I am
Abandoned.
Oh, that ship set sail hours ago.
There's been a Pyres in this town for 80 years.
Let's take the time we have.
I understand.
Dessert?
And he drops a bunch of obols onto the table and heads out.
And what's next for you? Gathering other students, rallying the cause, continuing as you have here.
I spent a lot of time waiting here, and then I decided that I was going to fill my time with something else. Waiting is really useless. There's other things that you can be doing while you're waiting. You could be learning a skill. You could be doing something else. You could find an army and raise it. Which isn't quite what I did. It was your army. I just picked up the pieces. I put them together like a puzzle.
I think there's a lot of puzzles out there.
You're sending me away.
I'm sending myself away. But perhaps if we're both out there, our paths can cross again and again. And, there's this big important thing happening in 2 months here. Maybe we could pencil it into our calendars.
Yeah, we could. We could. I know where some of the students are hiding. Maybe it's time that they realize they didn't need to hide anymore. Bjorn's dead. But more than that, it's his ideas. And perhaps those who were pulling his chain.
He's been discredited, as have those behind him.
Yeah, it makes me wish that I played Gateway more. The problem is that I don't really play very well. I knock over the board.
That's okay.
It just takes
Don't tell Gale. Just don't tell Gale, okay?
It'd be different if I could just go like, move, move, move.
I think there's like a fast version.
Move.
But
Nobody wants to play it.
no, because you're too good. You're too fast.
Honestly, no, I'm pretty garbage at that move too. I know strategy, but if it's a board, it isn't real to me.
You know what's a really good dessert?
What?
None at all.
Oh. Then this is goodbye?
No, but I think perhaps if it's not food, there might be something else that can stem your flow for a moment.
I'm sorry, what?
See?
Do you want to see where I've been staying all this time?
Yeah.
I'll probably get a call the second we step in the door.
They don't call me Quick Rat for nothing.
That is not
It's not.
a way to advertise yourself. How about this?
Because I get the job done fast.
How about
Better. Damn it, Quick Rat.
What
a
did I call?
multi-course dessert?
Oh, Parek. Ooh.
I thought you wanted no dessert. I thought that was the best kind of dessert. Now you're saying that all you want is more dessert.
Shirt
Yay!
full.
Oh.
Okay.
Over the steak?
No,
No, we've left.
Oh,
We're
sorry.
theoretically
Missed
walking towards dessert.
Fair, fair, fair.
Oh my
Kiss. Does he try to talk through the kiss?
No.
Project my day. Almost shocked.
How dare?
dare we?
How How's that for the first dessert?
A little salty, but I think that's the steak. I would love to see what the second course is.
Oh my god. You regret it yet, Oresta?
He's
I'm
smirking.
sorry.
He knows that he's being
Green card.
like.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
card.
green.
Yeah.
No, we're fine. He's not saying these things in like some pathetic like I don't know what to say. Blah.
Yeah.
He's just being
Quick rat.
Cheeky.
yes. There you go. I see cheeky.
I don't get that.
Cheeky C.
Cheeky C.
Oh!
Thank you. Well, which direction did you say we were headed?
He guides you in a particular direction.
At every intersection, there's another course of dessert.
Oh my.
By the time he gets to his destination, like he just has no clothes. It's
I just meant more kissing, but you know.
Well.
Maybe his clothes fly off every time he kisses. Maybe he's got like pyresitis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Clothes
is
just-
catching
Oh.
at a
my
rapid
goodness.
pace.
Oh, and
What
Oresta
happened?
has
Dessert.
like she's a carrier. She's positive but not
Oh.
whatever however you just
Parasitis.
Asymptomatic.
asymptomatic, yeah.
Thought you meant she carries him. I was like, that's sweet.
Shall I just advance you towards the ship, or is there anything else that you need to accomplish in the Imperial City?
I need to finish this conversation with Santel, but it can happen on the ship if you want.
Yeah, you don't get another moment to be private until the ship is well away.
Classic. Excellent.
All right.
As you're on the ship, I do have a question for you.
Wait, how far did it go with
I don't know, when did Gale call Oresta?
I would use my meta knowledge to do it exactly at climax.
Exactly. After.
Like
I can
at,
see
like
through your senses. And
Oh,
the
it's true,
instant
like
the quick
2
rat's like,
seconds before, during, 2 seconds after, like we're at like
During.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. During.
Can you? No, we're not having. Sorry. Oh.
Hooray!
Yay.
Oresta, we're getting on a ship at the pier. Over and out.
Report
Hurry
now.
up.
it'll take some time for the tides to be correct. It will be a few hours.
Perfect.
Yeah, you don't want to waste time trying to go against the tide.
No.
Let the tide sweep you out.
Yeah.
I know all about that. We
Of
all.
course, you're also going by river, so the tides don't matter.
Well,
No river tides.
Those
River
river
tides,
tides.
big moons near creation.
But they're like so exquisite.
Yeah, like, almost like they're made of jade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Orange jade.
River.
Dun-dun,
jade.
dun-dun.
Orange river.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Orange river
They're
jade.
exquisite and
Exquisite.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Haha, references. Anyway,
We got him.
Boat.
who is invited onto the ship?
Well, the hearth, and then Quick Rat can fight Moral for it. I'm just kidding. I invite Moral.
Oresta's effectively said, hey, like, you should continue doing what you're doing because you've done good.
That's what he's getting the impression for.
We'll, hopefully cross paths again. And I plan to be back here at the 2 months, meetup point.
So it's the 6 of you then. Quick Rat will wave to you from the
Juin and Bracken question?
harbor's edge.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's actually really more like Juin.
is
the question.
Juin interested in coming with us?
If I don't go with you, I won't survive.
Come with us.
Great.
Damn.
You're much more useful to us alive.
And I have plans I would like to discuss with you at some point. It's a long trip. We'll have time. I'm putting a team together. Okay.
I just definitely mouthed the be careful to Juin.
It's like, is this the marrying Pyres plan, or is this the assembling an army and
This
dragging them to Thorns plan? 'Cause
It's the Thorns
I'm
plan.
not necessarily sure which one of them Juin's more afraid of.
Juin
Honestly.
marrying Pyres? No.
No, that
Not
wouldn't work.
effective.
It wouldn't work. I've
Why?
already exhausted that option in my head.
Oh, exhausted.
When you're on the ship and on your way to Mayan, now would be the time if there's any conversations that you want to have with anybody in particular.
I am going to knock on Oresta's door because her door is always open. But I'll still knock. You understand.
Come in.
Oh, hey. Just like super attempted casual.
Just passing by. I thought you'd check in on me.
Yeah, you mentioned your door.
No chair for some reason. You're gonna have to.
Pyres immediately like boop in the
Yep.
bed, just like this, like boop, and
Yeah.
just lying down.
There's totally a chair. It's just got like a book on it. But yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So, quick rant. How was dinner?
Good.
Good? Okay. I didn't know the guy very well. I don't know. I'm just curious why he wanted to have you out for a dinner in the first place.
It was a promise we made on the battlefield at the fall of the House of Bells. So that he'd hopefully be alive when I saw him next, aka so that I'd actually hopefully see him someday again.
Something very romantic about that.
And he was alive. And he found 50 of our classmates, and he's going to find more.
Sometimes I think it's the allies that we've managed to gather around us that have really turned the tide, you know? It's us, but it's also
10,000 dragons fighting
That's-
as one.
boop.
Yep. I
Yep.
consent to a boop.
Boop. So, I just wanted to check in about him, how you're feeling.
You're not at risk.
What do you mean? Risk of what?
Oh, God.
Pyres, if you want to be exclusive, we can have that conversation.
I just finished telling Flivia and I didn't.
Good. Now, do you want it to be exclusive to just myself and Flavian?
No, I don't think so.
Great. Then why do you care about Quick Wrap?
Guess I wanted to know if he made you happy.
It was fun.
That's good every now and then, I guess. I told Flavian the same thing, and I've told you before. I don't know what to do with these feelings that I have outside of the context of, a rock-solid union. Something that you can build a house on, a foundation. I don't know what to do with them outside of that.
Do you want that?
I don't know.
Well, then let's figure that out. Right now we have a rock-solid hearth.
We do. It's true. It's hot, right?
We have other rock-solid things.
Look, don't. Oh, no, that's just the pleat of my. Don't worry about it. Sorry. I guess I just wanted to let you know that I'm still thinking about you a lot. Not that I have to, we're not far apart across creation from each other, so I don't have to, but I guess I just
I'm
want-
glad that we aren't.
Me too.
I much prefer this.
Yeah. Me too.
If circumstances called for it and it was better for creation for us to go off and fight different fronts, we'd do it, I'm sure.
I have to trust that we would do the right thing. Of course.
But I wouldn't like it.
Me neither. That's... I can't promise that Kitty won't try to rope you into a marriage with me.
Do you think that would be the most tactically advantageous thing for the house at this time?
Well, no. But that's because I don't believe that House Cathak needs strengthening within. If we did, fuck yeah, we'd be the best power couple there is. I'd go for a high five. Yeah. Or whatever the equivalent is. That's, yeah.
And if that does become tactically advantageous,
I can see worse ways of spending a lifetime. Make of that what you will, and just boop, lies down, puts his hands back.
You may now
she
proceed.
she would probably roll on top of Pyres at that point and put an end to the conversation, I think.
Yeah.
By
Cease and
smothering.
desist.
No, not well.
Turns into a murder mystery. I mean, it's no mystery,
No,
obviously.
Pretty
Obviously,
obviously, you were
He,
Oh,
he
no.
killed himself by saying stupid things to Oresta.
I got really impassioned in the moment, but didn't support my weight. Oops.
Look at him, he looks like a pancake.
Anyway.
Anyway, sorry, yes. Yes,
Oh,
Yay!
I'm happy with the fade to black.
Yeah.
That's what would happen.
I assume. I mean, I don't know if they're sharing a room.
Sure.
Yeah.
They need more rooms now because you have Juin with you.
So, Gale's just sitting cross-legged on the bed, and is still kind of thinking about strategies and things. Did you say everything you wanted to say before?
When
When we were walking and Pyres and Flavian were getting bread, you started to say something and they came back outside, and when you're on the ship with us, you didn't disappear. I just want to see what you're thinking, because I said some pretty big plans that I had, some ideas that I have that I haven't put into being yet. And I realize that's a lot of what I do when I talk to you, is I say plans that most people would think sounds absolutely insane. And I say it to you first. And it might be a bit much.
the first thing that my mother told me after I exalted was that now I was able to do anything. When did that stop being true?
I don't think it did.
Then why do you think that your plans are too big?
Because of how people react when I say them. I don't think they're too big. I don't think they're unreasonable, but I think sometimes expressing them to other people is a lot to ask of them.
Then you'll find a way to ask. I've never seen an obstacle that you haven't been able to overcome.
What about you?
The first thing my mother told me after I exalted was that now I could do anything. And the second thing was that now I had to serve the vendetta. She lied to me in one of the first two things she told me. So I've decided not to listen to her anymore. And I don't know whether that means that you and I are going to have another 2 days together, 2 years, centuries. I don't know what the future is going to hold. But I was sent to be a soldier at the House of Bells. And yes, I had other reasons for being there, but in the end, I was still training to be a soldier, and soldiers aren't exactly known for their security, are they?
No. Maybe we can be secure in the knowledge of our own insecurity.
Somebody who stands firm, like Oresta. Sometimes I envy them because they know where they're going to be the next second. And yet instability is also what drives us forward. You ever watch somebody learning how to walk? They're just falling again and again until they fall on the right foot. And then they fall on the left. It's that instability that means that they get to keep going forward. So I envy Oresta, and at the same time I know I couldn't be her. Maybe I'm just a lousy wood aspect because I don't know how to put down roots.
One of the first times that we were alone together, you were standing outside and you were feeling the changing of the seasons. It hadn't even really started yet, but you knew it. You sensed it. You knew that the earth, that the ground was changing, that there was something churning underneath, and nobody else could see it.
There's life in the earth, you know. There's always life. Which means that if you're gonna go for big plans and you're looking for somebody to stop you, it's not gonna be me.
If I thought you would try to stop me, I probably wouldn't have told you.
Could you mute me, please? And then just receive.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm waiting.
We'll see if that's going to make any difference.
Scene is paused while we wait.
No, it's appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, we've made it quite clear in the past that one of the worst things you can do for a streamer is just be like, I'm not going to tell them that there's something wrong.
True.
Because we won't know.
Better?
No.
Okay. You're also almost dead on the transceiver RX side, so I can throw you mine if you want.
There are people that are still doing a thing. Because high-pitched feedback isn't something that we exactly want to...
Particularly pleasant.
Oh, now there's a buzz on me, too. Oh, and I didn't even push the button to change your names.
Oh, what kind of finale is this?
Fuck.
Apparently a great one, considering all the people we have here. Thank you again.
5
Huge hype
new
train.
peeps.
Wonderful friends.
Better or worse for John?
Better or worse.
I only hear it on John. Okay, John, could you speak, please?
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
God, I love his voice. Did I say that out loud?
Still there, says Kung Fu Fenris.
All right, we're getting a new mic pack out.
Yay.
Thanks, Ellie Spot. You're awesome,
You.
too. And now the Gale Monologue begins. So my plan begins when Pyres solidifies an alliance for us between House Kathak and House Tepet through marriage with the Rose Black.
Are you sure?
And then,
I mean, freaking hot, but yeah.
because this also assists us with the House
Yes, it is.
situation, it secures us, the Legion. Meanwhile, we will have an Empress Pyres. and then Pyres will be Empress. Meanwhile, I will scour creation for other types of Exalted who want to fight for the realm, and we will prove their loyalty by taking back thorns from a Death Lord.
You're headed to Thorns.
Not right away. I need somebody in a... Oh, Liz is breaking a bit. Well, that's not good.
It's always something.
Okay, first of all, am I sounding okay now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
One at a time.
So check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I sound different or do I sound okay?
We did it, chat.
John is better now.
I am better now.
Huzzah.
Okay, great.
Is Liz okay? Can Liz talk a bit?
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
It's because I'm fiddling. I'll
'Kay.
stop now.
Check. Hello. So Pyres becomes the Empress, and then when there's somebody who's not hostile in charge, I can suddenly release my plans of.
Did Liz turn off?
'Kay.
Liz's mic pack probably dropped out.
No.
No, her.
Check. Check.
That's very odd, isn't it?
Well, Liz.
Back? Hello.
Okay,
Oh.
she's back.
Oh, good.
Great. Hi, podcast listeners. Thanks for joining us.
Great finale.
Right. So once somebody's in charge who isn't going to execute me immediately for suggesting this, I will assemble a team of other types of Exalted who will prove their allegiance to the realm by taking back thorns. And then we will move on to the next threat, and so on and so forth.
You've thought about this for a long time.
Yep. I mean, the marriage thing just came to me today.
I'm not going to tell Pyres what to do when it comes to marriage. But I need you to stop being afraid of telling other people this plan. Maybe don't shout it from the rooftops just yet. But I don't imagine this is the sort of plan that you need to have filled tomorrow.
Time is precious.
You've got centuries ahead of you, and you just almost started. In fact, you may have started a revolution on the Blessed Isle. I seem to recall Pyres threatening the regent. I seem to recall the fact that you revealed the existence of a long dead house, and that we have directly put our lot in with a group of Exalted who are known as Anathema.
I mean, this is too exciting for you to suddenly disappear and create a new identity, right? You don't want to leave the party early.
She asked me to stay. She told me that I did a good job. That thanks to what I'd done, I'd managed to make it possible for the House of Bells to fall.
Who was that?
My mother.
I hit your mom. And I would do it again.
I think that's legitimate. I think you're allowed. For a moment, it would have been very easy for me to say yes and to hear her say that I did the right thing again. Because it's not like I spend a whole lot of time with that.
Why didn't you?
Because I realized that I wanted to hear it from Oresta. I wanted to hear her say that I did a good job. I wanted to hear Pyres make me feel like I could conquer anything I wanted to, as long as I stood behind them. Flavienne would always make sure that I was okay, that I'd always had enough to eat. But I can't leave you. Who else is going to understand that for some reason now I'll wake up before the sun's even up because I think maybe I came up with a new move in my dreams. I never used to care that much about Gateway. And now I don't see myself playing anything else.
I know that there's no one I'd rather play with.
You lie.
Uh-uh.
There's going to be some championship match in the Blessed Isle.
The whole time I was creating the new variation, the reason why it had to be perfect is because I wanted to know what you thought. I wanted to know what you thought when you were able to tell me. So what do you think?
I think we need to get everyone together. But I think I need to kiss you first.
Yes, please. She I don't know where Santel is, but she hops up from the bed and goes to meet her. And it's a kiss that she's been holding on to for days.
Oh,
It's true.
For days.
Cute.
She presses her forehead against yours. You're going to have to share me with the rest of them.
In what way?
Attention,
Oh, yeah.
love in a certain way. Not that way.
If you ever think it's requiring another questionnaire, you just let me know and I'll write one up.
I want all the questionnaires. Gale Whispered, I
Don't
want to
tell
answer
me that.
them.
Don't do
I
that.
will tell you that. I will answer your questions.
Oh, boy. I love you a lot. A lot.
here we go.
Show me on the pie chart.
I tell you. But somehow I think you'd rather that I give you some quantifiable data.
Oh.
That's the opposite of her safe word.
Gale will attempt to escalate the situation at the talk of quantifiable data.
Oh boy.
Nothing
Don't know what
gets
to
her
tell you.
going.
Gets her going, yeah, exactly.
Oh my god. Statistical significance!
Ah!
Yikes. I mean, incredible.
Data.
Ugh.
Data.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's pull all of you together, though.
Mhm.
Eventually, after various people have had their various fun.
Liaisons,
Encounters.
dalliances, yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah. Oh, the thing is back.
Is it when John speaks?
Mm.
I think Gale's not that.
What is the thing?
So John has some sort of interference or something. That's strange because we've changed out his pack.
Sort of a high-pitched ringing sound. Was that the description, Kung Fu Fenris?
Light sub interference.
Wait.
How about now?
The
Do you still hear it
quality-
now?
The quality will be different.
Yes.
Yeah, I will sound different because I'm not on the same microphone, but what about now?
Audio
Still there.
trouble.
Okay, so it's not this.
Yeah.
It might be
Yeah.
that I'd have to restart.
Okay, give me a second. That's,
Oh, did you not pull out the whole thing?
I didn't pull out the nubbin.
Damn.
Sounding like audio cable is touching a power cable.
Is that a thing?
That's totally a thing. So I'm gonna check our passageways. So shiny.
What's going on?
Great. So John's back on, and I've checked the pathways, and there shouldn't be any interference. Better, worse? Can you talk
Let's
a bit?
hope that things are better now. I mean, it's kind of always difficult. I'm coming in a bit quieter than I am normally. So far better.
Excuse me.
Okay. It's possible that packs just... We may have to find a way to angle the packs out, because like right now they're just kind of all in one chunk.
Yeah.
So maybe we just need to separate them or the like. But
Sorry.
it may also be this. The
Shouldn't
speakers may not be shielded properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, defenders. But yeah, we'll
Player scene.
gather together. Oh, classique.
You should be here.
Yeah, let us know if you can still hear me. I think I'm just a bit quieter now.
Okay, check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Check. Oh, that's you.
Check. No, I'm gone too. Look at
What is going on?
Do you want to restart Reaper? We're gonna get quiet for a minute.
Actually, can I hear you talk one more time?
Hi, this is Kate, and I'm at proper volume because my pack was fully charged.
Scott here. Hi,
No,
everyone.
Scott, you're not coming in at all. Neither is Liz.
that. It is Liz.
It's not Reaper. They're literally they're not coming in at all.
Hmm.
Okay, let me just double check. I'm gonna mute and unmute their channels.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I guess we can say whatever we want.
Scott's back in.
Hello. Hi.
Check. No.
Now she's muted.
Checkity check.
Now should be.
Check. No, Liz.
Liz is not. Scott, can you try talking again?
Yeah, of course. I mean, Liz and I can share a mic, certainly. I can hold it out in front of both of us.
Okay, so Scott's back. Liz is gone. Great.
Okay.
So
We
I'm
have
just
2
gonna.
more mics.
Yeah, we have the power, thankfully.
I'll mute Liz.
Yeah, if you could.
Of course. Of course. La la.
Okay, Liz, you're gonna switch which pack you're plugged into, and I'm gonna switch out Liz's pack
Here to do
here.
that now. They can't. Really good.
Liz?
Check.
Liz is not coming in at all.
Hello.
Are the packs connecting?
Yes, they are. Like they bounce when she's talking and all of that.
Okay, hold on a second. I'm muting.
Oh, this is E.
Okay, we're gonna try something that we probably should have tried before. I'm gonna mute all players.
Very mysterious.
Talk, Liz?
Check.
No.
Yeah, we aren't seeing it here now.
Check.
It's so weird because she's talking here.
Okay, hold on. She's number 4.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. Oh god. Stop. It's too
Okay,
much.
hold on.
Yeah.
Liz?
Check. Hey, look, it's me.
Fantastic.
Okay, I think that's all of us now.
Yay.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank you, folks. And they all lived happily. Okay.
Should we? No, there's no point in stopping the recording and starting it again and trimming the end. Okay,
No,
cool.
we can just
Still
slice
going.
the middle.
Ugh, I don't even want to do that.
Yeah. No, it's fine. You can do it on YouTube. Yeah.
So we're being gathered. I think Siontel wanted us to all gather together in the mess hall,
Okay.
possibly.
Galley.
The galley.
Gaily.
McGaver. McGaver. So I have a feeling like it wasn't the mic packs at all. It was, I think that maybe the
Yeah.
Evo got jostled and we had
Oh,
to
sure.
Yeah. Great.
reseat some shit. All right.
Yes.
As all of you gather together, Juin, Moral, Siontel, Favienne, Gale Whispered, Oresta, and Pyres, the table's quite full.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of radiating power and essence at this table. We're headed back to Mayon. Word of this is going to spread. And I know what some people think our next steps are. I just want to make sure that we're all aligned. Or at the very least, we have the discussion.
You feel brave enough to start?
It's possible that I'm going to survive this. Stranger things have happened. I have powerful allies now, apparently. I'm not intending to go anywhere. Hiding isn't something that I'm interested in doing anymore. Beyond that, I want to see the rest of you get done what we need to get done. So what do we need to get done?
We need to have as many allies as we can. We've been saying it for weeks now, months, I know. I want to have as many people from all of the great houses on our side, under our banner, marching with the House of Bells, so that when we show up, Regent Fulkoof will step aside. Perhaps he'll put up a fight. I wouldn't be surprised. I want to make sure that when we get there with everyone, that we can stand strong against those people who want things to stay the way they are, or who want things to be more advantageous for themselves. That's what I want.
All I know is that we've taken some steps that we can't take back. But I have no interest in turning around. As long as we're moving, I say we continue to move. That's not to say that I'm not going to accept a day or two just sitting in that spa. I'd rather die than go back to the way things were.
We are working to reinforce the defenses of the realm against the real threats to the realm. That is our mission. Because the realm can be good, even though it has been divided. We are working to reunify it. Not for self-serving. It's not our banner. It's the realm.
Yep.
It is us fighting together.
Now, having said that, if we are suggesting that the regent should step down, there will be a power vacuum, and we should have a suggestion for who to place in his stead. I believe that we should throw our weight behind Pyres.
I'm happy to temporarily take power and make sure that people are playing nice as these negotiations continue. I'm happy to do that.
Then I will be your guard.
Wouldn't want anyone else. No offense, no offense, no offense, no offense to everyone else in the room. Except you.
Fair.
Obviously, clearly offense meant to you.
That's fine. Also, it might be beneficial to us to examine different ways of securing alliances with other great houses.
Yeah.
Using the assets we have at our disposal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. We'll want to make sure that they come to us with, well, we know enough about their needs and their wants to figure out if there's anything that they... I don't know if that's true, Gale. I think it's more important that we persuade them to get behind the vision of the future, one where we all... What is it?
Well, by returning to my Eon and giving our message there first, no matter what we intend, Cathak is going to be seen as the sort of vanguard for this new order. Of course, we're going to try to spread out the power dynamic as much as possible, and I think the best way to do that is to secure an advantageous alliance right off the bat. So it's two houses working together with their respected allies, of course.
So we have Lidl with you. We have...
Well, we will have Pelops. Once
Are you
again.
talking about me?
Horseshit.
I am Lidal, but also of the Etagram. But every once in a
I've
while I'm known
forgotten
as
because
Pelops.
you haven't talked about your real house in the entire fucking season. Thank you. We have Pelops with you. But we have the potential to add 5 more houses.
To pet.
I'm sorry, 5 more houses?
Marriages aren't always about love. They're almost never
Pyres
about
looks a
love.
little green, if I'm being honest. He's just like, oh, okay.
I
Attack doesn't need to reinforce itself.
think we should consider an advantageous alliance through marriage with Tepet.
Marriage is only one way to form an alliance. It is an exceptional one, but it's only one way. But whatever, I know some cute Regaro boys.
and then like horror dawns on my face and I go, don't you dare.
We have a whole boat ride to mull this over.
I can't believe you're suggesting we all enter into advantageous political marriages. Now, on this ship, here at the end of all things. I can't believe this, Gale Whispered.
I'm just saying.
That's the lives we were born into.
I know, I just didn't... I thought I'd be hearing it from my mom, okay? Sorry.
I've had to be your mom, Pyres, while we were away from your home.
What in the... good?
I guess this
Slams
means
down
that
my-
I'm also your mom.
Yeah,
Juin starts to laugh.
Oh, she's around. Okay.
Yeah, she's here, she's
I'm
here.
glad you're here.
Awesome.
For
I
this.
specifically
Great.
mentioned she was here.
Okay.
fair.
Great. Awesome.
Does anybody need to retcon anything?
No.
No,
Fine.
no.
Totally
Yeah,
fine.
for sure.
Actually, legitimately. Sorry. I sound a bit sarcastic, but I'm good.
She starts to laugh. At least you don't always agree on everything. You still have a lot to learn, even if you're no longer in school. Political alliances take time, even marriages. And yes, it is an exceptional way to form an alliance. But there will be time. There will be time. That time isn't necessarily now. Focus on staying alive and spreading your message.
We have each other to teach, and we have you.
I am going to have to learn as best I can from you. As much as I have seemingly a lot left to teach you.
Apparently.
But as long as we continue to learn, that's how we succeed. It's when those decide that they no longer wish to hear new information that they'll go by what has already been taught and nothing more. They lose. Whether it takes a while or they fall immediately, it is inevitable. We have a long sail ahead of us. But I'm glad that we're on the way together.
Me too.
Yeah. Even if you suggest pawning me off on
Just
some
think
third-rate
about it.
tepad.
I've prepared a presentation
I'm sorry?
of the pros and cons. But I'm not going to force you into anything. I will present a very strong argument for why you should listen to me, but if you say no, that's it.
Gale, I'll always listen to you. I love all of you.
Thank you.
Can I say that?
Yeah.
And then I like to Oresta, I'm like, not in the same way.
I'm glad it's not the same way.
Okay, look, you wish you had this.
My beloved partner just told me I had to share her with you, and I got very afraid.
And what about you, Oresta?
I will take up the mantle of commander again when the time is right. When it's time for us to face our enemies on the battleground. But until that time, I will be by your sides, and I will be your shield and your rock. I will support you. And I'll have you all at my house if you'll let me, because
Yes.
nothing beats breakfasts that aren't poison. And spas, and I'll steal you all onto my bed for a cuddle puddle if you'll let me.
I would really like another cuddle puddle.
I look at
What?
Moral and Juin, and I'm like,
What?
you'll find. Yeah, it's okay.
Speaking to my hearth right now.
Can we pull more into frame?
Oh.
Can we just do a little shimmy? Perfect.
So, we shouldn't call you Commander yet, then. Not until you've taken the mantle back.
Not until we're on the battlefield.
Okay.
Or in the bedroom if that makes you happy.
Yeah, that is
I
information I did
I
not
like
wish to know.
half dare everyone to laugh, and I'm like half like, God damn.
The ship continues on along the river.
Oh. It's saucy.
It's almost like hundreds of points of light are expanding from the Imperial City, spreading across creation. News being sent that nothing in the realm is actually ever going to be the same again. The question is just how much is going to change and how much is going to resist. How much of the realm is going to bend to this new reality and how much of it will stand against it. An earth aspect clamoring to topple a building, a fire aspect burning away the lies, and an air planning for the future. The ship will make my own. The breakfasts and the spas do wait. The realm's a bigger question. But one we'll find out another time. I think we'll end the season there.
Yay.
When he scores, you know?
I don't know whether it's because we've recently been looking back at Changeling, but like it's so nice to end the season playing next to you guys.
Oh, because of the last
Just
few-
like-
yeah.
I know we ended Star Wars remotely,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, fucking pandemic's been weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yay.
Boo!
Oh.
Oh my god, Elizabeth touched Scott.
Oh my god. Oh no. We'll put you right to sleep.
So we've got some interesting news to get to, but
Yes.
we do have a game to close out. So,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
do you want to highlight, or do you want to say what you learned this session?
Absolutely. I learned that Pyres has a very firm direction direction. Closed captions, I'm watching you. For the future. But not so much in terms of his romantic life. He doesn't know yet, and he's willing to keep things open. That's what I learned.
Okay.
I learned that Oresta will go back to being a commander, that she would prefer to stick with her hearth and be, you know, the watch in the night and the shield that protects them. But if they're getting an army back together, she will stand and use the power of her voice to lead them.
Elizabeth.
I've learned that Gale feels more sure of herself now than she ever has. She has allies and enemies that she's known and identified, and a plan that she wants to see through. And all of the unknowns and the variables from ever since they started at the House of Bells are now gone. And she's like so ready. She's ready for this.
I learned to reseat cables.
Hey, oh, wait.
Hey, ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee, ooh, wee. Scott, do you have any
Yes.
play that you want to highlight from either of your fellow players?
Yeah, I do actually. I think Liz, your seamless on tell was really sweet. Obviously we appreciate you covering the technical with being like, let me lay out to you my 20-point plan for the future of the realm creation. Very good. But it's very sweet to see Gale come so far in terms of wanting to re-engage with the people side of things. Like there was a time where she was like, oh God, people things, I have to do this now. But then now she's like trying to engage people. It's very sweet.
Oh, thank you.
That's what I like to see.
I really loved the scene with Quick Rat. I loved it. Because it brought a real like sense of like I guess humanity to all of these grand schemes and plans that we have going on. Like it was a beautiful little moment of two souls connecting. And reminding that like no matter how quickly things seem to be moving, you can find a moment for that like connection and that like truth. It's really nice. Thank you.
And I want to highlight the fact that Pyres is ready to step into a position of power. And it isn't exactly what he was brought up to do. He was theoretically brought up to be like a useful soldier, ?
Yeah.
But like it's also not necessarily the role that he would have chosen on his own. So I really like that sort of refinement between I don't want this, but I will accept
But I'll
that.
take that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a question for next week specifically is like where we all maybe saw ourselves kind of going and where we ended up.
You were born to kick ass, soldier.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Flash.
Yes, this
he's
is
been good
focusing
at-
on this session. We're the overall season we're going to be focusing on next week. In terms of experience, you'll all gain a minor milestone.
Hooray! Oh, sick. And it's going straight into crafts. I'll take that back in a moment, Liz.
Okay. Have a few weeks to figure that out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kanku, Penris,
Thank you.
and Pook, and all y'all.
Yeah, everyone's been very, very kind.
They're all waiting for news.
Yeah,
Yes.
they are.
Very patient.
I feel like I should say something. I don't know if I have a storyteller moment to highlight today, John. Just
Because
like,
you suck.
no, that's not what I mean. Just like, because I want to direct the attention back to the season as a whole, but of course
Yeah.
that's not really
That's for next week.
effective. Yeah, exactly.
Then I think that particularly this season, Cientel, we've had a few sessions with her like nebulous position with her house, and I feel like she's come back to being herself and her roles and connections to us, and her wisdom and her intelligence. And we still haven't solved whether or not she actually has gone through the House of Bells twice.
Yeah.
But she's talking like she's got that wisdom and experience. So
She definitely has. There's more than a few mysteries around good old
Yeah.
Cientel and Flavienne, and all of them actually.
yeah, that's my.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got some news. We promised some news. Here's some news. The first is that it's gonna be a little while before the next season starts. This is for good reasons, and for like we're happy that it's gonna take a little while.
Thankfully, we're not out of the woods yet, but with vaccination rates being what they are, my job is legal again, because it wasn't for a
Legal
while.
job.
Literally weren't allowed to have mass gatherings. And I'm starting to have work again, which is fantastic, but unfortunately it's conflicting with a bunch of Sundays. So we are putting off the start of our next season until the beginning of April. We're going to have a ton of one-shots in between. I may not be able to be there for all of them, so we're hoping to fill some of those gaps with special guests to be confirmed and announced closer to those specific dates. But lots and lots of one-shots.
And mini campaigns.
Mini campaign.
Yeah.
Not all one shots.
Mini
They're not all
campaigns.
one shot.
There will be a mini campaign. We're pretty sure it's going to be like 6 weeks, which is really exciting.
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah.
exciting.
That's 3 months. 3 months of a mini campaign that could be 5
5 or 6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah.
5 or 6 weeks, some one shots that we're excited to look at as well. It might even end up being like 2 or 3 mini campaigns.
Mhm.
It kind of also depends on the guests,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Their
it-
schedules.
Yeah, their schedules and when they can be here and when they can't be. And so we've got some good stuff, but that doesn't mean that we're not planning ahead for the future.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a logistics thing that we're going to be attempting in the new year, though.
Yeah. Folksy doksies, we're going to be trying out starting the stream an hour earlier. We're going to be testing that out, see how it goes. So that's 5 p.m. Eastern rather than 6. We're hoping that makes it more accessible to our overseas viewers. Y'all have been amazing for sticking with us for so long, but
Slightly more accessible.
we're going to try this out and see how it goes. It feels like the one-shots are a good opportunity to test it. So that's what we're going to do.
Rest assured, this information will be everywhere on Discord and Twitter and wherever else you find information and where you get your podcasts. Just so that you all know what to expect and so we don't lose people. But it sure is probably good for a good chunk of people.
The idea behind it is that we'll give it a shot. If it turns out that it's not working either for us or for the majority of our audience, then we can always go back.
Yep. Hundo percento.
But we have a surprising contingent of Europeans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we love, by the way.
Which is amazing because it's like way too late for you and you're still here. We love you for it.
Thank you.
So we want to make it a little easier on you.
Yeah.
We also have some information as well.
A little tease.
Yeah.
Little
You mean
tease.
the thing that we threw together at like literally 10
Like
minutes
during pre-show.
during pre-show, we were just like, oh fuck.
Don't worry about it.
Oh boy. Well, let's see. This will give an impression of what we have to look forward to in April.
In the year 2150, the singularity occurred. AI became self-aware and started to shape and develop their own programming. Today, in 2185, humanity has adapted.
We live in concert with several artificial intelligences who have long since become mostly aloof.
They may have moved past us, but their ideals and their power still color our way of life.
Some of us welcome this change. Others rail against it.
But for me, and others like me, we live by their code.
Welcome to Neo Rokugan.
May I be the first to say that was some sexy timing.
That was very sexy.
Well done, John. Well done, John.
Ooh. I mean, this just looks great.
We're gonna try something different.
Very different. We know that we've accumulated you all playing games that are in the general umbrella of White Wolf and Storyteller properties, things from Onyx Path, things from elsewhere in the realm of D10 systems. This is none of those things, but we are hoping to bring you along for a new ride, new stories, new characters, in a twist on a great setting.
Yeah. I mean, sorry. I started speaking, but I don't really have much to say other than the fact that, like, the things that we are excited about will be discussed as ad nauseum and at length at other times, but it is very exciting what we've been cooking up in terms of the setting that you can see here on the screen as well.
We are looking at taking a setting, Rokugan, as presented by Legend of the Five Rings, and putting our own spin on it, our own twist. This has been done, at least on a conceptual form, a long time ago, but this is our take on it. We are excited to figure out a new way to interpret this universe while still using the overall theme and system and settings of L5R, but not the setting, actually. What am I saying? Like, a similar part of the setting.
Mechanics.
Most
and
of the setting,
Elements of the setting.
A reinterpretation.
Yeah.
but
A
as
remix.
yeah,
Remix.
push forward into the future.
The season format that we use now on RPGClinic, which has been it's been such a boon for us to be able to try new things. We have between season times to try new games, play one-shots, have guests, and now we can take a new season and see if it's, what kinds of stories we want to tell, how
It's
long.
been in the bookshelf the whole time.
Oh! Easter eggs!
In the past few episodes.
2-3 weeks.
2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So, what does this mean for ExalTwitch Academy?
I mean, it's the stories of Pyres, Gale, and Oresta continue, and perhaps we will drop back in and see them at some point once again. Doesn't mean they're dead. Just means they're gone for now.
Particularly, we're definitely going to pause it at least until a more complete version of the book comes out.
Yeah,
We're just
fair.
it's the Kickstarter backer version. It's amazing, but it's also frustrating to not have the info boxes as info boxes instead of as little paragraphs. So it's a system that we look forward to seeing in its final form. We had a lot of fun with it in its current form, but we also have a new idea.
Yeah, exactly. No, agreed.
I'm really looking forward to this new setting. Hey, the Lars.
Hello.
It's been a while. At the same time, I'm curious to see whether we will come back to this, because there's a solid chance that at some point we're going to want to see the next step in this story. But we don't have to see it right away. So we're going to have to see. But yeah, guests for one-shots coming up.
Mini campaigns. Yeah.
A new campaign that we have to look forward to. But that also means that we've got some Thursdays that we're gonna
True.
try to have a look at. So, what does that mean for our Thursdays? Well, for one, we are intending to bring our Thursdays back, but instead of it being clinic hours, we're going to be going for something with a little more variety. The idea being that we will stream occasionally role-playing content, and sometimes it will just be group content that we're working on, or perhaps even just sitting down and playing games. We do have a pitch for a show, which we're tangentially calling, I'm not even sure if that's going to stay there. Tangentially, we are calling 1 week to air, where we will select a game, have 1 week to either practice it or not, and then
Probably not.
Well,
probably
I
not.
mean,
and then,
you know.
however it goes, the players who are available on Thursday will step forward and either work together or battle against each other, knowing that they only had the 1 week to prepare for it. So in this case, it's going to be more like 4 days to air.
Yep.
But what's the game that we're looking at this Thursday?
On Thursday, right here on this channel, John and I are going to be trying our hand at an old fave. At least certainly one of my old faves. I think you can agree with that.
I enjoyed it. I was
It's a
fucking
long
awful
time
at
ago.
it.
We're going
I
to be
was never good at it.
taking on one of the remastered editions of Age of Empires 2.
Oh
Y'all
my
remember
God.
that? Good times. Anyway, that's this coming Thursday, but as you point out, there'll be a variety of RPG content on Thursday evenings.
We'll have a look at how we're planning on altering the setting.
Yep.
Our times to test out the system itself and to learn about how we move forward to it. Eventually, character creation. So we've got some stuff going on.
Delars was one of the consultants working on this, which is
That's
actually really cool.
So exciting.
Really cool to know.
We were like starting to look
Work on the card
into
game.
getting into the card game, and then like it's been discontinued, right?
That's
I believe
my
so.
understanding.
So we're like, too late. But
Too late. Guess we'll have to roleplay.
yeah, I
Jaw.
played L5R in its one of its D10 system formats where it had infinitely exploding dice. So I have many stories of like just dice that exploded into like 100 successes because odds.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to rediscover the system in a full campaign setting rather than a few random sessions that I happen to jump in on.
Could do the card game for 1 week to air. We don't actually have our copy of L5R anymore, do we?
I don't have. Yeah, I don't have it. That would be an interesting idea, though. Because sorry, I'm thinking card games specifically because, like, what do I do with all these cards?
I'll
Like,
just hand you each a magic deck.
oh fuck!
Go.
There's no land in this.
Yeah,
hand.
Kamigawa.
Yeah, there might be an
Cyberpunk.
online version. I think it might actually be an online version based on Jinteki.net.
Oh, cool.
That
Okay,
makes sense.
take a look.
Yeah.
We're excited to take elements from the RPG. We're also excited to add our own elements. This is definitely not going to be L5R as everybody knows it, but
Yeah.
we are excited to see what we can do with it.
G-
Jigoku? Okay, thank you. You've written that down?
Yeah.
Awesome. We'll have a look.
Nailed it.
Because that will absolutely be a cool thing. But that's what we have in store.
Lots of stuff.
We're going to have more of what one-shots we're going to look at next week when we do our Froyo for this. But
I wanted to let you know.
And next week's Froyo is still at 6, right?
Yes.
yes,
Yeah.
we're not changing the time until the new year. The other thing that I'll remind people is that it's we currently do not anticipate streaming on Sundays the last 2 Sundays of the year. So
Yeah.
next Sunday will be the last Sunday in 2021, but we will still have Thursday streams. We'll still have RPG Clinic content,
Yeah.
But there will most likely not be a stream on the 19th and on the 26th.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But as a segue into the rest of what we do at this time of the night usually, there are going to be other streams on associated channels within the RPG Clinic family, which of course the best place to be notified of that is on the Discord, where I promise to start posting events. Right? Rather
You
than
can
just
even, I
bugging
think you
people.
can like pre-schedule them too.
Oh my god, what a good idea.
Yeah.
But Lars, it's just good to see you.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It was nice to see your name appear. But
Hi.
there's our Discord link. It's
Thank
in
you.
the chat, and it's down the doobly-doo if you're on the podcast or on the YouTube video or wherever you find our content. It'll be down as a link.
How did it get into the Discord so fast? Who posted?
I assume someone screenshotted it, so kudos. I mean, I'm gonna blame Gilligood because
Blame
champion of our wiki.
Let's find out.
Who's
Or
doing
maybe
the
just-
narc?
Who's the narc?
It's in ExalTwitch Academy. I'm not seeing it as in Discordia.
It might be just that
No?
the like announcements.
Oh, maybe
banner.
the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh
does
yeah,
that
look,
update
it's
over
our
time?
it's in our
The
current-
announcement.
How is
Yeah,
that?
it's so the thumbnail that they show you seems to update, or maybe
Which
it
I
only
never-
pulls the thumbnail when you click into the channel or
I
something.
didn't know that.
Discord, you're the narc.
False. Sorry, Gilligan.
Sorry, Gilligan.
Not that sorry.
The Lars, it totally understandable.
Yeah, for sure.
Life
Yeah.
is life.
Yeah.
So, but it's just good to see you.
Yeah.
I like seeing people.
But that said, throughout this week, we do have other streams happening, and
Yes.
a whole lot of them.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, as always, like you can join me on Tuesday evenings at 1800. I'm currently streaming Inscription on Paul Prospero's Paranormal Probe. That may morph into something a little spookier or a little funnier towards Christmas. Who knows? I also stream Doomed at random times through the week generally. So anyway, tune in Discord. And potentially tomorrow afternoon, I'm checking in on the Crosshair, who's a bit ill, but we'll figure it out.
Wednesday?
It's very nice,
Yeah.
isn't it?
On Wednesday, last Wednesday, I played a bunch of Dead Cells. We might do that again, honestly. It was a lot of fun. But it will be a game. We'll be playing it on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. I'm also, unfortunately, I'm getting into looking into Mister, and Mister is a bad plan. Misters are field-gated processors to 100% perfectly emulate NESs and SNESs and all that. It's like actual hardware that's even, it's not emulation at that point. It's the legit... Anyway, the thing is, I can't do it because it would cost way too much money. But it's making me interested in retro games again. So
that's next week when
there's
John
that.
explains how he was able to do it. It cost him a lot.
As has been mentioned about Thursday, these two gentlemen are going to be playing.
Age of Empires 2? Like, why?
Am I going to get a Wonder Victory?
Oh, shit.
God, no.
And on Friday,
We have the Punch Effect playing Mass Effect. We're currently playing through the second as Punchy.
Feed the fish. Talk to people.
Yeah, the fish are perfectly fine. Don't worry. So that's Friday.
Horrible.
Saturday, we are continuing with Drew Crew. Mystery of Lilac Inn, 3 o'clock.
Yep.
And
I typically also stream on
yeah.
Sunday early afternoons
Saturday.
or early evening. Saturday, thank you.
Yep.
Wrong. It was all wrong.
Sunday, then there's Punchy Book Club. We are doing our season blank wrap up. We just concluded The Wicked and the Divine, so we're having our pizza party.
nice.
Where are we going to get pizza?
And then
I don't know.
next Sunday here, December 12th, we will be doing our Froyo session for this season and getting into a bit more detail about our one-shots. Good night.
If there was ever any questions that you wanted to ask the players or myself about the campaign, that would be the time. We'll probably have some fun. Maybe we'll even do a what if or two.
Oh, shit.
see.
That could be fun.
But that's what we're looking forward to doing.
Yes.
If you're interested in playing Changeling with us, go check out Disconcordia. That shit's cool.
It's a, if I may, it seems to be a big part of our, pleasure lives.
Ew.
The non-work part of our
Fucking
lives.
ew,
Wow,
Scott.
say it like that.
What's the opposite of
I
a
mean,
work
there
life?
are a lot of fades to blacks per day, so I'm going to say a big part of our pleasure life.
Nailed it.
It's fair.
Rock and roll life.
Terraria, you can post about it.
Yes.
We're not going to disclose anything about our plans because they're still in the works, but you're certainly welcome to chat about the game. And
Yeah. All of the stuff that we posted in here, it's now considered out there.
Yeah, we'll do a real announcement probably tomorrow in the morning when we wake up, but yeah.
go for it.
Yep.
Well, 2 seasons of ExalTwitch Academy, up and down. We went through two different systems.
Yep.
I enjoyed the story we told, and
Very much.
I don't know if we'll see these characters again anytime soon, but I know that they're around.
Thank you, John.
The really important part is that we get to keep playing together,
Yeah. That's the magic.
except for when Kate leaves.
Right. But then comes back.
Okay, it's the National Arts Center. It's really cool. It's like a big fucking deal. So
It's a big fucking deal.
fuck y'all. I'm going to the Capitol.
And
Folks, if you are looking for a cool channel to check out, you should honestly check out Super Dylan's channel.
Yes.
Bosh.
It's like a simultaneous combination of cool stories and chill, which I kind of really like tuning in and just relaxing into. So
Yeah.
we have that. to look forward to. Folks, the only reason that we're able to play together in the same room right now is because we went out and we got our double tap. Go and get yours if you haven't already. If you have access to a booster, go get that too. It's honestly, it's the best decision you can make right now, not just for you, but for everyone else around you.
And a flu shot while you're at it.
Yeah,
Just
why not?
fucking
Yeah, there you
load
go.
it
We got a
up.
triple tap in the
Yeah.
We're getting
chat.
ours this week.
Getting flu shots this week.
Yeah.
Uh,
Stay safe.
Yes.
Thanks again for the hype train earlier. Your support just gets sunk right back into this channel. And we are continuing to make our improvements as best we can.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, folks.
Thank you.
GG.
GG.
Please read. Because.
Please read.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Goodbye.